Welcome to my channel. I'm Shy. Um, if this resonates with you in any kind of way, then hit the like button. Let's figure out what's on collectives, who's in collective's energy or what's in collective's energy for tonight. Let's pull on the energy. Thank you, Spirit. So somebody could be reflecting on something that they said, something they did. Give me something for the collective energy. So somebody's fishing for comments in your energy. They're trying to fish for comments when it comes to you. They're trying to see if you're going to leave them. They're asking people about you or something like that. Because they're too big. They don't want to come and ask you. They're hurt, or you hurt their ego or something. Or what they found out, it hurt their ego. Yeah. They hate on your spirituality. So somebody that's fishing for comments could be in their ego right now because they see your light. They see a bright light in your future. And they don't want to leave you. This person that's fishing for comments could have a bad reputation. And they could be mad because they got photo proof about this. When they looked you up, they became a spiritual hater. Yeah, jackpot. That's right. When it came to child services, they was creative. So they did dirt, but they was wasting time. And they ran out of money. And they was stalking you. All because of a love triangle that somebody wanted to steal, or they stole it, but they only got them because they was fake flexing. They didn't really have the money. They was a drummer starter, and they was a bullier. A bully. I said a bullier. They was a bully. They wanted to give you a dirty offer, but you rejected it, and you got another offer from somebody that was cop blocking. You remember this? How they tried to act like you, and they fucked around and caught a case. Whether it be jail or whether STD. Because they forced somebody to do something, and now they're getting an inside scoop about this romantic love affair that had somebody put out. They had to run, and then they traveled. They probably was on a run, and then they had fake accounts just to cause you legal issues, saying you had bad habits, and was marrying for money to a groupie. That light irritated their demons. Now they're crying up because you're uninterested in this boss daddy that wants you back, but you unfazed, and you got screenshots how they was divination abusing, so you moved on. Now they carless and they acting like a wolf in sheep's clothing because they tried to dust something off, and now it was a girl fight because somebody was hustling and they was ignoring the same shit different day. They kiss ass because they into you, but they a grudge holder, and they threaten to use scarcity tactics on these karmic friends for money. Talking shit to a cream rising, but it got played out because they seen somebody was creeping. They was in their head when they was always partying. Now they getting bad karma. You dodged bullets because they ain't shit, and now this person is haunted because they was clout hungry. Somebody's in bankrupt because they can't think about nothing but love on the brain, but you unbothered because you see that they a happiness hater. You too busy with them because you know they don't got no facts, so you move in silence, and now you got them hooked. This obsessed lover that fake smiles in your face, and we just did the whole date, and it just told the whole story. It just told the whole story. So if you got somebody that's fishing for comments on you about somebody that you used to deal with, if you got a CPS case, if you got a criminal case, anything like that, like if you trying to fight it right now is the best time to get your info in. I'm just saying, it's all coming out there. Everybody don't abuse, well, I don't say that. It be the main people that be claiming that they don't abuse their kids be the ones that do. Mentally, physically, emotionally, they be stressed out too. So I don't know, them successful parents just don't yell at their kids the type of way that a hood parent do. I don't know. But the biggest fear is you leaving. So that's probably what started the whole thing. You probably walked away from somebody, and now they want to act like they gonna force you to go to the doctors so they can impersonate you and start some drama because they got money. They faking like they got money. So they cause legal issues and use fake accounts because they stalkers. So yeah, but see, they didn't know you had them screenshots though, right? Okay, thank you. So you had them screenshots, and now what? They clout hungry. They'll say anything for clout. Anything, make shit up, dramatic. That's what they want to do. They use the scarcity tactics just to what? Be a spiritual hater. And God got you. Yeah, because threatening, they tried to dust that off. They was threatening you. And when you rejected them, they come to your house, they threatened you. And now it caused you legal issues. But guess what? They stuck in a third party. You got plenty of choices to who you want to mess with because guess what? They ain't got no facts. You got this. They hooked. You got them hooked. You hooked on the fact that they ain't had no facts. Yeah, because this person wants to be you, wants to act like you, dress like you. And it's probably somebody that don't got no kids. I probably only got one kid. They did this to you because they was jealous that they couldn't have no more. Tell them that ain't up to you. That's up to God. Yeah, see the Bible. That's up to God. That ain't up to you. And they hunted by this October, something happened in October. Trauma side effects. Yeah, they was kissing ass because they knew what was gonna happen. Yeah, they was kissing ass because they wanted you back. But guess what? Somebody cop blocked it because they was acting too creative. They trying to steal ideas just so they could marry this person for money. That's stupid. What you gonna marry them for money? Because they creepy. Yeah, they was a wolf in sheep's clothing. They wasn't even who they said they was. They forced you to do stuff. So then what? Yeah, them fake accounts come out again. Okay. So that's what I have for the biggest fears. The biggest fears is you leaving type shit. They don't want you. They don't want this shit. They don't want this stuff to be over. They want to keep on. They want to keep it up so you can drag it out as long as you can. It's certain time limits for things. So I just encourage them to hurry up. And I encourage you to keep doing what you need to do. Because other than that, you can't let these people win. Yeah. It said, can you pause your music? Why? Because they want to compromise. They want to compromise indulgence. They want to compromise and indulge in the conversation over some wine. But you just claim that I can't drink. You want to compromise over some wine. So be careful of people trying to get with you to go drinking or drugging or whatever. Yeah, don't compromise with that. Don't compromise and yeah, you gonna jump over that. You good. You already know. So go good. That's good. Yeah, you don't even do that because you love your car. You ain't finna drive and drink. You ain't finna put yourself in no situation where you get into no car accident. You ain't finna do all that. So that's good. Yeah, they collaborated to cause the illness. But you was calm, you meditated, you played in that pussy, you did whatever you had to do. You didn't care. You used your imagination. So you played in that pussy. You was calm. It don't matter. You didn't care. You didn't care. You wasn't trying to go back to the past. You just thought you had a friend that turned against you. There was an alliance. But you thought you could trust these people. From your childhood, no, you couldn't. You know you couldn't. Yeah, because you knew it was a third way. You knew it was a motivation for why they wanted it. But they was being stubborn. They didn't want to hear you. They didn't want to tell you. And now they mask coming off. Yeah, on schedule. God said it didn't happen when you wanted it because you need to build up all the evidence. Now, since everything is turned in, everything is good. Now you can read through it. Read through it. Yeah, and see what caused this national disaster for you. Now, if you're wrong, you got to admit you're wrong. If you're right, then you're going to fight. You ready? Is you ready? Exactly. I feel that. Is you ready? Because it's on you ready. On your mark, get set, let's go. Yeah, straight from the house. Start at the house. The home, it was clean. You didn't have to worry about it. You did everything that you're supposed to do. Yeah, they try to trap you. They try to trap you in this agreement. But guess what? You already had a dream. You had a dream. Tell your story. You already had a dream. 9:52. Yeah, how they was side, how they husband and wife wasn't even together. We'll bring that out too. How they wasn't even together. Yeah, they was mad because while you exposed their ass and got justice, and I'm gonna leave that right there because you learned self-love. Yeah, and I said I was gonna stop. You right. You love self-love. Yeah, this commitment only brought you, this commitment taught you something. Okay, yes, it's to grow your own shit. And you walked in the blind, you did in the blind, and you protested. You was hesitant at first, but you thought about them blessings, so you had to make sure everything came to an end. Whoever loved one that passed over that knew you was fighting for your kids, trust me, they right there, babe. Yep, I promise you. And they the boss. They the motherfucking boss. They robbed you from your friendships. They thought it was a good idea to do that. And they want to apologize to you now because they stressed out. They stressed out and they scared about this commitment they got into with this bitch that was supposed to be a sweetheart because she was professional, bitch. She was on a journey just like you. She don't even know that this little God persona she put up, she didn't even know that God already made you a promise. But they finna live and they finna learn. They finna understand how it is to grow old and in love, right? They got a chance to do it. Why they want to not let you have do it? So you taking away my rights. God don't feel like I'm incapable. I was able to have them, right? He ain't put too much on me that I couldn't bear if I only had two. Now you only had one, but you love kids and you swear you the right person. Let me find out y'all got a sex code. Here goes some good news. They got a gift to give you, baby, because you know they want to withdraw. Now you finna get this check. But guess what? It still don't stop the times that you was lonely. You ain't had no motherfucking family, though. So don't let them slide by like that. But guess what? If you've been trying to have a baby, guess what? God gonna give it to you whenever you right, when you ready. I swear. He gonna give it to you when you ready because we still have bad choices that we make with these men. We still make bad choices. We don't care. We'll be like, oh, I'll just take anybody at this point. Nah, girl, God got somebody for you. I promise you on there. Everything that curse right there, since they put on you since the childhood when they was at the tree house, yeah, them nightmares, God, her seeing that, he finna help you. When you was crying, he finna help you. Them nightmares you had, he knew about them curses. Guess what? Now it's finna be showing them. Look, all that money that they was taking, they bribed them people for. The people that ain't turning down. Don't mean you. That listen down mean that you be mad at them. But if they lied on the stand and they took their money, guess what? Now they overloaded. You finna come up with a strategy because you gonna pray for God to tell you, the Most High to tell you, God tell you, whoever you pray to, whoever you do it, that it's right there. You've been saving up all this time since you've been homeless. You've been saving up all this greatness, all this joyfulness, all this happiness, all this stuff. You was daydreaming about this. Even if you got locked up, you was daydreaming. You was really daydreaming. And now you got the evidence. Cause what? Your mirror making. They bullied you. They started conflicts with you. But now you can relax because you lost something. But remember, the goal was to make sure that you did magic so you can have sweet dreams. It's backfiring on the edge. You finna win. You finna win because this fucking accident is finna make you, it gained you the fruit of knowledge. All because of that disturbance, 1333. I seen all because of that disturbance. All because of that disturbance. Now they finna see. So pause your music, meditate. Don't let this get to you. I mean, I know it could be hard because, I mean, if you just do it, then just keep doing it. Don't stop doing it because, baby, the greatest reward is that you know that you didn't give up regardless of what you did. Now, if you got a lawyer that's not for you, baby, you need to Google why your lawyer ain't for you. Google everything, shit. Courthouse, boom. Replacement found out. So the documents that they found out that wasn't true. All that's gonna stop you from getting your job back, getting your life back together because they stopping you from being great because they triggered you like you was nobody. You was somebody. You just was a black sheep in your family didn't like you and they don't understand it. So yeah, you was held in high honor in the courthouse. So now they gotta change that shit. Between the 23rd and the 25th, matter of fact, between 2023 and 2025, this could have been happening. Yeah, God got you. Yeah, this marriage with this married couple, yeah, how they got unexpected income, it was a message of concern. So whatever you submitted to the court, it's gonna hold you in high honor. You're gonna do that now. So go ahead. Replacement find out. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, it was message concern why you was in poverty in the future. Why when you was 37 years old, why they had you in poverty? Why they had you lack? Why they had you by yourself? Because it's motherfucking wealthy men that they wanted to be on their dick. They wanted to be on their dick and so they can get set in love. But guess what they got? They go 13-11. Listen, guess what they got in 2024? They found out that it was a thief. The whole justice system, dog. You heard that? You heard that? That's true. Car hit that. Yeah, about this house that was gifted to you. Because why? 2017, you was going through something. You was probably homeless. And ain't nobody care about you then. All that time they had to get it, now they want to come in distant horizon. This is coming in the distant horizon. To a mature man, message. So this man, he could be 57, he could be born in 75. This man is going to get a message. This mature man is going to get a message. His birthday could be in May. His birthday could be in July. He had a message he was holding on to since May. So listen, while he was traveling, he was probably looking up shit just to get this message out that coming in July. Next month, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Just a harassment next month, July 5th. Promise you that. Yeah. All that hard work that you did is going to pay off. Yeah, this mature woman in June. Yeah, great fortune. See, you finna get it. They finna go back in front of a judge and they gonna talk about this family altercation that you had. So they gotta change it because it was a concern from the beginning. The pathway that led up to this shit. This community that led up to this. That had you on a journey to being locked up. 1029. You could be 39 years old. Somebody being locked up in October. October 29th. Since they love Halloween, right? They hunted. So yeah, they probably been hunted. So since they traveled to this person that was in prison, yeah, that worked for this community to set you up. They sent them on a pathway. It's a concern. Now they thinking about this. They was thinking about who the official person was. Really was a privileged lady that wasn't even in bad health. Because if that was the case, they would have died, right? This person was a false person when it came to this child because they loved their job. They love their job. This false person made this child, finessed this child, made this child love them because of their job. That's their job. And the main female was expecting for what? You to be in despair because you ain't had no courtship with a main male. Man, come on, because you ain't had enough family. Like, that should be discrimination. If you a single parent and you need help, yeah, you know how to ask for help. Like, you give services. They don't have enough services, but they have enough services to give these wealthy people, make wealthier. Like, you can't fault me because I don't have no money. I mean, I'm doing what I can, though. My kids never went without. They was dressed nice every time. Yeah, this judge is thinking about this, what they did in this family room. They coming up with a decision for this mature woman that they was an official person. And that pathway was what? To a wealthy man. Because they worked hard. They was working hard with this initiative change when it was a concern. 9/11, 33. Because somebody got into because it was some money. Maybe listen. Look to see if your parent, if the people that got your kids called themselves on you because they knew about some money. They knew how to get some money, and that shit. They don't want to work. They don't want to work as hard as they can, so they using hustles, so they don't have to work 2 or 3 jobs, so they get foster kids. Read it in your paperwork, babe. So if you want, yeah, I'm saying you gotta do the work. Read it in your paperwork, babe. They say you used to have pizza nights with your kids. Even though you had maybe a lot of kids that you probably couldn't afford, you got it on Wednesdays. I don't know, but you still got it though. Your child support, that's your baby daddy did give you. You ain't just blow it on drugs, even if they said you was on drugs. Who gives a fuck? You still had enough time to do your kids' hair. You still had enough time to do your kids right. You're a good parent. Don't let them think. Don't come on, man. Don't let them down you. You could. I don't know. Reading on you. Somebody getting readings on you, maybe, or maybe you getting readings on yourself. I mean, I ain't gonna say start watching readers because there is some good readers out here that do know what they be talking about, and they are therapists and they should be licensed because if I'm paying for a reading, I'm paying you to give me clarity. And a lot of them ladies that I be watching, they be hitting and they encourage me, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I love them. I try not to comment on these stuff too much, but I'm always watching. They always in my energy, and I love them. I love them because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here right now today. Somebody feel crushed when they found out what they found out about you. Why? Because they was trying to hunt you down for what? A commitment, and you ain't want it because you ascended, and now they got anxiety. Why? Because they listening to songs and having dreams telepathically transmort to you, thinking that they're your twin flame. But why they getting readings? Who is this getting readings? What is they doing? Because they single. And they lonely. They ain't got nobody else either. But a drama queen ain't around right now. So just suspect this to happen. It's finna explode. So soon as you come around, she gonna pop up too because you know she using spell work. Yeah, legal documentation, intervention, and lot. So this person going to jail. It ain't no need to worry about no tragedies because why? You was chasing money, selling ice, and having love affairs. Now you recalling that, and now you have been weighed down feelings about what they was watching, what they was keeping notes on, what they was monitoring. And today, they sold your ass a realization that you was only a desire. They cleansed you from that because you was only trying to trap them. And now they having a meeting with their real soulmate. They've been searching for them since a long time. Now they want to retaliate because Archangel Michael is running towards this person because they said pause, like I said, and somebody taking out the trash because they know that they was gossiping. They got access greenie to this motherfucking paperwork that they ain't want to give them because they had them in a mental prison. Now, since it's a cutoff and they had a cutoff with these motherfuckers, they got receipts. They got receipts about who was gambling, who was taking the risk to talk about some children, a third party. So now that you plugged in with this divine masculine, keep that offer on the table. Your wish is finna come true because you paid attention to the signs, and now you finna have happiness when it comes to this legal shit. They threaten because they know that they been taking you up and through there. You love this because you was focused, and now you done. So when they interview, it's gonna be a settlement and a negotiator with the divine feminine. Exactly. Because they already knew that they was running away because they knew that they got blocked. They cut you off, they blocked you and all that. Then they want to act like they came together with you so they could say, oh yeah, we love you. But you know they didn't. They was pretending in the past about a family that they was obsessed with. Time running out because you finna pop up about that shit that they was toxic with. Yeah, and how they finna get a divorce because why? They was doing too much. Emotions coming and going. What was the trigger? When the female mama passed away, the male spouse is gonna leave you. Just mark that. I'm trying to tell you, and that's what they about to confess. So whenever your mama passed away, lady, I'm just saying, not saying it like that. I ain't trying to be funny, but in my situation, because I am a part of the collective as well, and that's probably why I'm so mad because I have been working on some paperwork all day. So not that I'm doing this out of anger, but obviously it helped me out a little bit. But we have made this reading a little too long, so I'm gonna get some signs. Well, I'm gonna pull out some tarot real quick and see what they say. I'm gonna see if I can do the same thing. So what? Wants to be in control. So somebody that wants to be in control. Yeah, but the wheel turning in your favor. The wheel's changing because what? You was working hard at this. You did what you wanted. You put in the work. And you showed what was illuminated. You showed what was hidden. You was able to tell them what was hidden. And yeah, because while they was at the night, they really loved you or whatever they was doing magic behind the scenes. Yeah, this Queen of Pentacles, the earth sign, like I said. Yeah, now they gonna see how it is, how to feel to lose something. And you're gonna lose your mama and your husband in the same day. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that You was bored with them people that was in your life, and you wanted to come fuck with the collective. So since you want to come fuck with the collective, God said, here you go, you thirsty. Now we finna show you what it is. We gonna show you how it feel to have to walk away from something because they took it away from you because you lied. And they want to offer it to somebody else. They offering the cup to the person that it belonged to. They giving it to the person it belonged to. A King of Wands energy. Somebody that could have been great. You didn't want them to be there because you wanted to shine brighter than when you already had a happy family. You wanted to have their kids. For what? Because you couldn't have none. Take that up with God. It's a reason why. You was married. You only had one husband. Take that up with God. You went the wrong direction. Not me. You should have been a hold-in if you wanted all that. Tell me what it is. I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. But you ain't got that many kids either. You weren't getting your husband a lot of pussy. That ain't who fault that is. Or you was just wishing it for too much. You probably lucky that you had your son. So I don't know what you was doing, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not trapped in my head about this situation. But now that the road, because the first card came out, is the Wheel of Fortune. So everything is turning around. Like, you get it? Yeah, you stuck in your head about a conflict that you had with a high priestess and you lost. Because why? Why? Because you got burdens. You carrying burdens because you know that you a Virgo. And you know that you wet. You know that you wet. Made the collector carry all them burdens just to go in seclusion, just to patiently wait to see that money. Wait, so this shit could end. So it can end for you. Death card, transformations, learn from the end. Scorpio, yeah, coming in to what? To do what? What's Scorpio coming in to do? Bring you some love. Yeah, because you know that it's cycles closing when it comes to this King of Pentacles. That want to bring a tower to somebody money. They project, they job, they whatever. They had to walk away because you got your wish fulfilled and you get injustice, baby. And God said, because social media don't lie. When it comes to these devils, yeah, this King of Cups, when they do their investigation, they gonna look at social media too. Because it ain't about your job no more. It's about your retaliation. Remember that. They ain't make the right choice. They was holding on to shit. They didn't give you your pentacles. They didn't give you your new beginning with the money. They ain't let you enjoy your money. They made you waste your money. Why? Because of somebody from your past. And you were strong in this relationship. And you chose the right thing. You moved around. You became the star. You did the right things. And you became an emperor energy. They was mad. They wanted to come and attack you because you was doing too good. You was working well with people. You was living good in this community. You was doing stuff. You was celebrating. You was on the way to doing it. A Queen of Wands. But guess what? They wanted to come and be a motherfucking King of Pentacles. They wanted to steal a King of Pentacles. I said King of Pentacles. They wanted to steal a King of Cups. And why? Now they finna be under judgment because now they got to give you back what they took from you when they broke your heart and made you move away because they backstabbed you. You could be a temperance. Now it's finna balance out because you deserve everything that you got. You deserve everything that you need. You deserve everything that you want. You deserve it all. And you are independent and you don't have to be in and out with these people because you've been resting. You've been showing the light. You still been walking in faith and you still been hanging outside. Even when you was outside, you was hanging outside. You balanced it out and now it's time for you to get in your trick bag. The magician to fool you. It's time to get in. It's time to take that journey to being a magician, girl. Just do it. Fuck it. Try it one time. You might like it. Ain't nobody hating. You put it back on you. Do what you want to be for you. Put that effort into you. You want to be a millionaire? Tell yourself you are a millionaire. It's just that easy. You already see it coming. Ain't nobody stuck in their head because they know they got to offer you something. Because you stood your ground and you spoke the truth because you were Empress and the Queen of Swords and you were the Star and you're the King of Swords and now these bitches is just going to be up in their head all night because now you coming in a commitment. Let's get some signs, but that's it. That's what I know. I use the whole deck for every deck that I use, but it still told the story, right? Let me know if I'm doing better. I know it's longer, but I'm probably going to get better. It's just, you know, you got to be careful what you say, careful what you do. So, it's just, as long as you keep going, it'll be alright. Don't stop doing that you want to do. Whatever you want to do it. I swear. Do whatever you want to do. You got the sun sign, that's a fire sign, that's a Jupiter placement. We don't take reverses, my bad. The It's a Cancer involved. That's sun sign Cancer. A fire Venus. A water Jupiter. It's a Gemini Cancer sun sign. A Aries fire sign. Neptune water, Jupiter. I don't know if that could be that. So they could have Jupiter water placements. A Sagittarius. And an earth sign. Look. One more. A Taurus. There you go. That's all I have for you. Thank you.